The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Website, 710knus.com. You can see Joel Gilbert's film, Dreams from My Real Father, the picture of this other fellow that's coming up, claims he's Jesus. Kovacs is going to join us. And we also have a way to show that that film that the Obama Clintons used to cover up, and we will talk about that tomorrow. You know, I'm talking to Joel off air, and he's going to be working in Denver, and no, he's not going to be anywhere to do Q's and A's. He really wants to work sort of anonymously today, and I get what you're going to do, and I've got an idea what you're going to do. Where's your frustration level? I mean, how many years now have you been fighting this?
I've been fighting it for a few years. The frustration level has evolved over time. It was certainly frustrating to put together an entire narrative of Obama's life history, Dreams from My Real Father, showing that Obama lied about just about everything about who he was and about what his agenda was. The biggest frustration was, of course, that the conservatives, Fox News, Newsmax, Glenn Beck, were afraid to look at it. MSNBC, God bless them, they trashed the film 5 or 6 times.
But at least.
But the frustration is, I would say, with the conservatives who refuse to tell the truth and look at the real facts, and I think that's why they're failing.
You know, I've asked the question so many times, and I came out of a building that had 8 radio stations in it, and frankly, I was a pariah. I wasn't not their friend, but there were people that would come up to me that had, really successful shows and say, "You think they're going to get them?" But they themselves would never do it on the air.
Yeah.
And and the point you made, Beck and I got into it and about this, and it was strange because of all people, Beck.
Yeah.
And then Beck learned his lesson.
Well, these guys, Fox News, O'Reilly, these guys are entertainers who have a contract and an audience.
That's okay.
And I think people look to them too much as people that are going to carry forth an agenda. They have an audience. Look, I've spoken to several congressmen who've told me that they've spoken to 50 of their colleagues who all know that Obama's birth document that he presented is an outright fraud.
It's a total fraud.
But they're all afraid to talk about it.
And why? Is it you're afraid to get called a racist? You're afraid to get called a name?
They pretty much know that they will immediately be the focus of the Obama smear machines and Media Matters ridicule. And they feel that their political career is more important than telling the truth.
I've been told that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I've been told that. I mean, they came up with a name called birther. And birther then becomes a pejorative. It becomes, might as well say racist because that's what it means. And I say, no, how about truth or how about asker?
Yeah, the term, the people that ask legitimate questions of Obama when he released his birth certificate finally under pressure, people ask legitimate question, why does it have 9 layers?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are there different colors? Why is the race of the father African instead of Negro, and so on?
Yeah.
Anyone who simply asked a question was smeared with a with the name birther as if to dismiss them. But that's part of their game plan, is to ridicule.
And they sent a lawyer from a private law firm at night to you didn't have to do this. You could have PDF'd it. I mean, it was a PDF. They could have, but no one saw an original document. No one.
Yeah, there's no question that it's not even plausible that Obama didn't have a copy of his birth certificate in his own possession.
Yeah, he didn't have to. Yeah, you have to have
the entire idea that he had to go extract it from Hawaii
and send a private law firm woman to go and do it.
It's all a ruse. Not just the birth certificate, but the birth certificate was, as I said, the first assault on the Constitution, followed by many and many more to come, unfortunately.
Yeah. So how does it all end?
How does it all end? Well, it ended with the re-election of Barack Obama, someone with a hidden agenda who is now forcing this Marxist one-party system on a country. Nobody voted for him for this purpose. No one voted for IRS to suppress the vote. No one voted for Marxism and one-party rule. But they hid their agenda with this false narrative. And unfortunately, I'm not seeing a lot of signs that the Republicans or the conservatives can turn it around, especially with the power of the state and the IRS suppressing their ability and their voices.
And the press itself.
Correct.
Right. It's tremendous to finally meet you. I know your camera crew is here, and you're out on the street in Denver. We'll talk before you get out of town. Again, if you've never seen this work, what I would urge you to do is go to 710knus.com. Go in with an open mind and look at it. And just watch what his work is all about. And you say, back in, as they say, we say in the pipe, you think you're going to be able to explain this whole Columbia part of this.
Absolutely.
And you are in contact with the guy who did made the movie that the Clinton-Obama connection says caused Benghazi.
I'll be screening the film, and I'll write up an article. I'll come and report to you if it really is offensive,
okay,
or if it's a complete farce.
We're going to put a drop of it on the website for tomorrow, and I've seen it, just a bunch of bad actors sitting in a weird set. It looks like it's the worst thing. What would you like to leave us with?
I just want to, I guess, thank you for sticking with it and coming back on the air. We're happy to have you, and happy to have you be able to carry some of the messages of the work that I'm doing and other colleagues of mine, and appreciate your effort in allowing us to get to the people of Denver and tell the stories that we have.
It's wonderful to finally meet you.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.